Hello my crafty peeps, it's Cheyenne from PixieCrafter.com. I am a independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, artist, and your creative coach. Welcome to my channel. If you have any Stampin' Up! Products, as long as they're current, that you would like to see me demonstrate, go ahead and leave a comment. If there's any specific techniques that you'd like to see, then leave that in the comment section as well, and I will see what I can do for you. Remember, you can shop my online store 24/7. Alright, so Tuesday, we made this card for the male graduate in our life. So today we are going to make a coordinating gift bag. I figure that gift card is probably going to happen, or maybe a small little gift. I don't know, whatever you happen to have in mind. So I'm doing a gift bag to kind of coordinate with everything. So we've got a piece of Island Indigo cardstock. This is cut, you know what, let me zoom this out a little bit. There we go. This is cut at, let me get my reference here, 8.5 by 10. And on our gift bag punch board, it does have some measurements. So since it's 10, it's going to be a small gift bag. 11 inches is for a medium and 12 inches is for a large bag. You can adjust the height, you know, accordingly to that. You know, it doesn't have to stay 8.5. That's up to you. That dimension is up to you. Alright, so we are also going to use our Wherever You Go stamp set. I'm going to use the compass from it. We're going to need our Island Indigo Stampin' pad. And let's see what else. Our tear-in tape. Love this for constructing boxes. You could also use your fast fuse, but whenever I'm doing 3D stuff, I do prefer the tear-in tape. This is also fantastic for adhering ribbon. And then you're going to need some sort of ribbon to hold your gift bag. So this is actually a retiring ribbon. I realized while I was making this video that I don't have any current ribbon from the new catalog, so I apologize if you can't get this, but I know that there are some white and very vanilla ribbons in the new annual catalog. Oh, this is the stitched satin ribbon in very vanilla. It will be available till May 31st or while supplies last. Alright, so let's get to doing our punch board. Now, I've made a gift bag before, and I did the stamping first, and then I folded all the lines and everything, and then I realized I had stamped or punched upside down. So I'm going to punch and score first, and then I'm going to stamp and see if I have better luck with that. Alright, so punch boards. I love these. They come with their own paper folder. Hold on. Can you get it out? I just put lotion on my hands, so it's kind of like slippery. Alright, so it comes with that. The instructions are listed here. So here it says trim paper width. So that's where the 10, 11, and 12 comes into play. Trim paper length between 4 inches and 12 inches. So as long as it's somewhere in there, and that's where you can really personalize what it is that you're putting in there. Line up left edge of paper on start line, and what they mean by that is the 10, the 11, or the 12-inch side. So let me just double check. Alright, yep, this is the 10-inch side. So line up the edge of paper on the start line and punch, and then you're going to score the horizontal line and the small, medium, or large, depending on which one you're doing. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to line it up, and it all lines up nicely. There we go. So we've got that at the start. We're going to punch. Hold on, I got to stand up for this. There we go. And then the horizontal line. You know, I'm going to have to turn this around a little bit. Alright, horizontal line, and then our small line. Now this is going off the edge, and that's just going to have to be the way it is. So I'll have to redo that. Alright, so next step, we line up the small, medium, or vertical line, so that line that you just did, and you are going to line this line up with the start line and punch, and then you're going to score the horizontal, the triangular, making up words now, the side, and the side 2 punch. So let's do that. Alright, we've lined it up, and it does have this nice little piece of plastic here that pops out so that you can really line it up. So punch, punch, come on, punch, lining horizontal. Then we've got our triangle, our side 1, and our side 2 line. Alright, now let's see what's next. Line up side 2 line with the start line and punch, and repeat steps 4 through 7. So we're going to go ahead and line up that line, and punch, punch, then the horizontal, and then the small. Oh, there we go. Let's get in the groove. Get into the groove. There it is. Found the groove. Stella got a groove back. And now we're going to line up that line. I'm going to punch, punch, score our horizontal, our triangle, our side 1, and our side 2 line. So there we go. That is how we do it. I apologize if you hear strange noises in the background. Ethan is in here and he's watching YouTube videos that are apparently very funny, and he's laughing. I swear it's laughter. Alright, so I'm just going to, actually I'm going to end up cutting this down because this is a little too tall for what I have in mind. So that's all there is to that. So this is how you want it, and it does have the little diagram here. So you've got your front, your side, your back, and your side. So that's how it's going to be. So you only want the triangle on, every other one. So let me grab my paper trimmer. Love the paper trimmer. Alright, and we are just going to, alright, so that's the bottom. So how tall do I want this to be? I want it to fit a gift card. So let me grab, actually one of my business cards will work. Alright, so there's a business card. So assuming that I'm going to have the gift card in this way, also keeping in mind I want to leave some room, so I'm going to do it at 6. So that's all you would have to do, 6 by 10, and that is going to give you a good gift card side box. Who doesn't love this color combination of Lemon Lime Twist and Melon Mambo? It is to die for, and with the Eastern Eastern Beauty stamp set, it's just a whole bunch of gorgeous yumminess. Alright, now before I do anything else, I am going to, this is going to be the inside. Ooh, I also see where, I'm throwing things now. Alright, this line needs to go all the way across. Actually, I'm going to line it up here because that's where it's from, and I'm just going to score that line. Alright, so all the rest of my lines are scored. This is going to be the outside where it bumps up. That's going to be the inside. Now, something else that you can do, take and you are going to line up all of your side lines, your corner lines, and you're just going to punch, and that is going to give you the holes for your holder, your ribbon. So on this edge here, you just line it up. There's a little piece of plastic here. You punch that in. And you do it on all of the corners. So we're not doing it on that where the triangle is and coming up. Don't do it on that one. There we go, and then one more. There you are. And it's all perfectly punched. Let me get rid of some of this. I like to clean up as I go. Alright, now it is time to do our Stampin'. So let's grab our Island Indigo. So this is going to be a nice tone on tone. And I've got the compass there. As if your graduate is graduating from high school, then there's a good chance that they are going to be going away to college, right? And if they're graduating from college, then maybe they are traveling somewhere new for a job or an internship. Now I'm just going to stamp these kind of randomly, no real thought, just all around. Remember, we're basically making our own pattern paper. I have found that with this stamp, because I can't see through it, it is very hard for me to get everything lined up and even unless I am using my Stamp-A-Majig, and I'm not wanting to get that out right this second. So I'm just going to kind of, actually I'm going to stamp off and then I'm going to start stamping on. So I'm stamping off and stamping just to kind of make this a little bit more filled in. And I just got a piece of scrap paper off to the side that I am stamping off on. And we're just going to continue to do that until it is how we want it. I'm going to fold one right there and then double stamp. And this is something where you didn't have to stamp them all full strength and then go back in. Alright, there we go. I'm happy with how that is. And now it's time to fold everything. So actually, let me get off some of this ink. There's a nice microfiber towel. Good for cleaning up everything. Alright, and now we are just going to fold and burnish all of our score lines. There we go. If you wanted to go crazy, you could by all means stamp the inside as well. Alright. Now there we go. Now these ones I'm not going to worry about too much because they will kind of fold themselves. So I'm just going to get that top bit kind of started. Alright, now we've got this weird little thing going on right here. We're going to cut that off. So I'm going to go in at a little bit. Actually, you see, I'm willing to bet that I can line this up right here. Oop. Maybe actually put it all the way in. That would probably work out a lot better. Alright, so I've got that lined up. Give it a stamp so it's lined up with that little edge, little tab bit. And there we go. Yes, it worked. Success! And now I'm just going to cut off this little bit, but I'm going to go in at a little bit of an angle right along there so it'll tuck in a little bit. Alright, so where do we need our adhesive? We need it along the front of this. I love the tear and tape because no scissors are needed for this. Well, there we go. We're going to line it up just like that. And tear, and that is that. And now, once we put this all together, we're going to have these little tabs go in, and then we're going to have 1 and 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece on the underside of this tab. Actually, I'm going to put 2 pieces because I want this to be fairly secure. Alright, so there we go. We've got 2 little pieces on the bottom of that, and then I'm going to have 2 pieces on the top of this one. No, actually, I'm just going to have 1 piece on the top. Right? Yeah. Yep, there we go. So it'll be nice and secure, just to make sure. Alright, so first thing, I'm going to undo this. Now, this is a nice little trick with any box sort of shape. All you're going to do is just fold it in. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. Make sure it's nice and lined up. If all of your scoring is correct, you should just be able to go like that. And then it'll line up pretty much perfectly, just like that. Alright. And now I'm going to take that off there. Oop, there we go. Let's tuck those guys in. I'm going to take this, take all the rest off. You could use your fast fuse if you wanted for all of this, but I just find the tear and tape is a lot easier to work with in this situation. So make sure you're nice and square. It's hip to be square, you know. There we go. So now we're just going to take our bone folder, kind of rub it around in there. Just make sure that adhesive is really connecting. And there we go. There's our construction. So it'll fold up just like that. Now if you didn't want to punch the holes, you could absolutely do a stapler, one of the paper clips, the binder clips, whatever you want, and have that going. But since we have our ribbon, I'm going to go ahead and pop this through. Just like so. You know, something I forgot to mention in the card video is you can absolutely personalize your colors to the school colors. Like, don't be afraid to do that. Like, that would be ideal. Alright, and now what I'm going to do, instead of doing, the strings, I'm just going to tie it in a bow for now, because I'm going to have to get back into it. There we go. I'm going to do a bow. I'm going to leave plenty of room so that I can tie and retie this. And then I will just cut off the edges, or the ends. Going to neaten up these just a little bit. Really need to get a pair of paper snips. I think those would be better for the ribbon. So there we go. We've got a nice little container. Now, when I'm going to give this to someone, if I'm giving it to a guy, I'm not going to do it in a bow. I'm going to do just a nice little knot and call it a day. Or if it's something where you know they're going to open it up and then reclose it, maybe I would do a bow. I don't know. I would still probably do some sort of knot. But there we go. We've got a nice little coordinated set. Again, change up your colors to match your school. Have fun with this. Put in your gift cards, grocery, gas, stuff like this. This is stuff that they're going to need in real adult life. And I'm sure it would be highly appreciated, because they're going to get the shock of college, and if they're graduating from college, their student loans are going to have to start paying on those, and that can be a moment. Alright, so there we go. We've got our set. Stay tuned for Saturday for a graduation scrapbook layout, which again you can also coordinate to your school colors. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. Feel free to leave comments. I love getting your feedback. I appreciate you taking the time to leave comments. A full list of the products I use can be found in the description bar below, along with links to the coordinating blog post. You can also find links to my online store. Whenever you're in doubt, whenever you want information on anything that I've done, head on over to pixiecrafter.com. That's where it all lives. That's its home. You can also get more project ideas and inspiration over there. You can download a copy of the latest catalogs, whatever the current catalogs are. You can get the PDFs, you can print them out, or you can just look at them on your computer. That's up to you. There's also a link up in the menu bar where you can click on it and request a catalog, and it outlines all the different ways that you can receive a catalog from me. You can sign up for my newsletter. I do a monthly newsletter, and I try to keep it to just once a month. And while you're signing up for the newsletter, you can also sign up for the birthday club if you are a U.S. resident. So what does that mean? If you live in the U.S., I will send you a handmade birthday card in your birthday month. That is my way of saying thank you and I appreciate the support. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm doing Facebook Fridays live. I've recently changed my schedule, so it's around 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Time. It's a coffee and a card hour. Actually, it's not even an hour. I try to get them to half an hour because I know that we have busy lives and it's a Friday. So if you're like me, there's lots of running around that I need to do on a Friday. You can follow me on Instagram. Instagram, I do a lot of sneak peeks and kind of behind the scenes looks. It's a nice, fun way to keep up with what's going on in the Pixie Crafter world. Facebook, I will also leave reminders and stuff and heads up and all the stuff, dates, like don't forget about this and that and don't miss out on this, that sort of thing. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye!